or to win in that fashion, the second time in the Stroh Center for this team playing in two absolutely wild finishes. Just
Yep.
the fact of the matter is you guys have won. Just how do you,
Right.
how wild have these games been for the start of the season at the Stroh Center?
I mean, we played great teams this non-conference schedule, and I think Coach Fred has done that on purpose for moments like this. I mean, our team has proven game after game to fight till the finish, and I think nights like tonight and against Cleveland State shows the grit that we have all the way until the end, and I think we can just even grow off that.
To be back on your own floor after making your debut down in Georgia, what was that like for you?
Man, playing in the Stroh is different. When we were playing away, there weren't that many fans, so having the Stroh community behind me helped me get my juice a little, fired up.
Just what does it mean for you to be back? Obviously, the last time playing a game in this place obviously wasn't the best for you. Just how would you compare and contrast the emotions from that game against Toledo to right now?
Yeah, man, I'm just so grateful to, just even be able to step on the court. Our last coaching staff did a very good job of taking care of me even when I was down, and this coaching staff has elevated me to the player I am today. So everyone that's been with me through this ride, I'm super thankful and super have gratitude towards. Yep.
Yeah, just take us through, all the rehab and everything, and then, to be able to make your debut, early in the season, obviously at a time where you guys are now playing some really good teams coming up. Just kind of take us through the recovery process and everything to get back to this point.
Yeah, so I knew I was going to be back for a season, but I didn't know what specific game. But ever since the summer, I've been working with, Coach Maggie. We've been doing a lot of one-on-one, and Fred's just trusted me. He's trusted my work, and I'm super thankful for that because with the new head coach, you never know what's going to happen. I'm injured, you never know, but I'm super grateful that he's come in and trusted me and trusted Maggie, and I've definitely trusted the process. And just super grateful to have people around me that believe in me. That's the biggest part. I couldn't do it without my support, and that just gives me that extra drive for sure.
Morgan, that third quarter kind of was lopsided for that.
Yeah.
You guys in the fourth quarter able to make some adjustments. What were those from that third and fourth quarter?
And just getting defensive stops, and our flow on offense was kind of off. When we're flowing on offense, we get good shots every time. So just figuring out that flow, figuring out the right lineups, because they were trying to do one-on-ones and stuff like that. So just kind of figuring out the lineups and figuring out our flow happened a little late and then in the fourth quarter. But once we can get that together and really fix those mistakes coming into the second half, I think we're going to be a way better team because of it.
When you sank your first three in that first quarter, was it, just what's going through your mind? Was it almost like just big exhale, kind of a sense of relief? Just kind of take us through that moment.
It's definitely a confidence booster. When your first three goes in, especially in the Stroh, you're feeling good about yourself for sure. And me, that just gets me hyped. That just makes me, want to sink another one for my team. So.
The guards on this team, you guys, I think, played all four guards later on. To bring in someone like Paige, obviously,
right.
You, Lexi, and Amy have so much experience.
Right.
How much camaraderie is there, with that unit, those four guards and everything?
Yeah, me, Lex, and Amy have been playing together for the past three years, and we've known each other for a while, so we click pretty well. And then Paige is just so easy to play with. Everyone can play together, can play their role, and so I think it's a matchup issue when we have four guards in, so.
Morgan, last year we didn't see much of Jasmine.
Right.
Now she's coming in this year. She's giving you guys a lot of valuable insights today, some big offensive rebounds.
For sure.
Talk about, as someone who's been a teammate with her for a long time, kind of the process to get to this point.
Man, she's come a long way. I think Coach Fred has done a great job of pushing her to her limits. She has so much potential, and he sees that in her and gets on her every single day. Like our last practice, you guys should have seen the amount of stuff she was doing, but that paid off today because next man up every time, and she knows that, and she knows what she's capable of for sure. So just feeding her, getting her buckets, and giving her confidence because she hasn't played on the court that much. So when she's on the court, just giving her confidence to do it again and keep going because next man up, when she steps up, she made big plays for us tonight.
Saturday's going to be a big one. How do you kind of just approach that game with that opportunity to play with any national runner-up and a player like Caitlin Clark?
It's kind of hard to treat it like another game, but you kind of have to. We have a game plan, we have a mission, and it's a business trip. We're not going there just to play in front of a bunch of fans. We're going there to win. We have a mission, so understanding what we're going into, but also going on in there with the same mindset as always.
How much have some of these tough teams that you've played early on helped out as far as confidence? To be 5-1 with a couple obviously pretty good teams that you've faced.
Yeah, just being 5-1 is, and probably could be 6-1, but that just motivation gives you confidence going into a big game like Iowa, and then the rest of our non-conference schedule, and then into MAC. Getting good teams, beating good teams is just a confidence booster for games down the line.